folks, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking the time with me to get on AGA's podcast and producer profiles and tell us all about your operation and all the wonderful things you guys are doing. First of all, can you just start off by introducing yourself, telling folks who you are and a little bit about your ranch, Mulvey Gulch?
I'm Brian Dawson, and this is my wife, Brady. And we've been on Mulvey Gulch Ranch for the last 5 years. And before that, we've been kind of in school, been on other operations. I spent a stint in the military, and we kind of ended up here just recently with our family, and been loving it. My family grew up in this area. We're kind of the sixth generation. A lot of the same families have been in this valley for a long time, since the mid 1800s, and a lot of those same families are here today on family ranches. My family has a ranch just up the valley from where we're at, and it's still in operation. And then we're blessed to be managers on this operation down here in Mulvey.
That's awesome to hear, and that actually leads me into something I wanted to ask you about. So, I know you guys have a really rich history. So, beginning from the days of the Homestead Act of 1862, that had brought the first settlers to the Montana territory. William and Catherine Mulvey had established the precedents for the sustainable operation that's run there today. So with that long history, with what has been going on there for almost 200 years, we're coming up on, right? What do you think sets your high quality products apart from others in your history and in the way you do things?
Well, I think we're blessed with the location. We're kind of on the edge of the Rocky Mountains. We have a diverse amount of terrain. We have high mountains, foothills, and then low valleys with steady running water. So we have really good foundation for our grass and our soil. And that's really kind of our bedrock of our grass-fed operation. Being able to sustain our cows on forage year-round, and mostly year-round. But that's kind of the mainstay of why our location's great. Also, the community around us is a lot of the same homesteader families, a lot of the same people, really kind, generous, willing to help out each other. So that's where we're double blessed with our location. We have good grass, fairly good soil. We're trying to improve that, and then we have a good community that we draw from to help make our product.
So all of your products, you guys raise Black Angus beef. So all of your products are made with that beef, and of course, being part of AGA, no antibiotics, no added hormones. Using sustainable ranching practices to ensure that the animals and the environment are receiving the care they deserve. And you guys were talking about how this results in healthier, tastier food for your neighbors and for your family. Can you tell me a little bit about more about what that means to you, and also maybe how you came about the AGA label and why that makes a difference for you in showing your customers the quality that you're bringing to the table?
I think we're extremely consistent with our product, which is exciting. The Black Angus is consistent. The all natural from beginning to end is really our mission. And so it starts from birth. They get to be born in the pastures May, June, very low stress. From there, they're just rotationally graze through, some more intense than other grazing rotations. We tend to wean later, and so the calves get to grow with their mom longer. From there, they get to grow up with their sisters and brothers, and all through the pasture, and then the heifers become replacements, and the steers, we then get to produce a really consistent, all natural, like you said, grass-fed, grass-finished from beginning to end product that is sold in retail locations.
So you guys have an awesome product. Obviously, the practices are all really awesome. You guys were doing this far before you even came to the AGA label. What made you guys decide that an AGA certification was going to be something that was important to your operation, important to your customers, important for your business?
Yeah, so we raise a high quality product, and we wanted to be able to have a label that showed that quality and be very transparent with our practices. And through a third party certification with the AGA, we're not hiding anything. Everything's very available for our consumer, and the AGA has really helped us through their standards. The standards don't just necessarily look at what goes in the animal. The AGA's standards have to do with the whole environment of the ranch. And we just believed that was a good fit for the way we raise cattle. And we were very pleased that the AGA came on board and was on our label. And through their certification standards, they keep that right open doors to the consumer.
I also like that, American Grassfed Association, you know that cattle was born and raised in America.
We are the only USA only grass-fed certification, which is good to have a certification that says that when we have all the product of USA being slapped on anything that's put in a package here. So it definitely is important that folks know where their food is coming from. One of the things I saw that you guys do when you're calving in the late winter, you guys divide the calves into groups by age for seasonal grazing. Can you tell me, as someone that's not a farmer, what does this process look like? What impact does that end up having on the end product that you have, the animals, and your land?
So I guess the short way to describe this is we calve 2 months out of the year, and we provide a fresh weekly product, a weekly processing 365 days a year. Mm-hmm. And so we sort and adjust our cattle on different types of different quality of feed, depending on when we want them to finish. And so we'll put our heavier steers where they can finish a little bit faster, and some of our lighter steers, we won't push them as hard on grass, and they'll finish a little bit later. So they're finishing 12 months out of the year with only being born, 60 days from front to back. And so we sort and put the bigger steers on really good feed through the winter, and that gives them a little boost. And we typically only have 2 main herds, sometimes 3, for our beef steers. And so it's not a lot of sorting, but it helps minimize some costs and help finish all year long.
And that keeps you a consistent flow of products for your customers that need it all the time.
Yeah, consistent flow and consistent product, consistent meat throughout, all the way from 23 to 24 months, all the way out to 36 months of age, harvest age.
You guys, you seem relatively young, like compared to a lot of the folks I talk to that do this. You guys seem like you really love what you do. I just wanted to ask, what makes you so passionate about what you guys are doing?
I would say, first off, we just love not only the lifestyle, but we love the animals that we take care of, and we take great pride in taking care of them well. And that's kind of the base of our passion, is to look out for these animals. We also have a flip side of that. We're looking out for our consumer. We're trying to provide them with a product that's beneficial to their own health. And we're trying to do this in a way that is good for the environment, that's good for our community, and good for the next generation to come.
Yeah, we truly believe in sustainable ranching. You can't grow cattle without growing grass. And so it begins with the soil health, it begins with the grass, and then you benefit and your cattle benefit from raising that grass.
One of the most important questions we're going to ask today is how can we get our hands on your products? You guys have a plethora of things available on your website. I see a long list of all the things you guys offer. So how can we get our hands on those if we want them?
Expertise.
Yeah, mulveygulchranch.com has a list of all the vendors. That gives an idea of, there's a map that shows where they're located throughout the Midwest and Northwest. We're expanding at a perfect rate, and we'll be showing up in larger grocery stores soon, but the smaller retailers, whether it be grocery stores or retail ready or restaurants, those are listed on our website.
Thank you. I'll make sure that I put all that information on screen here, or in the description, so folks can make sure that they can locate your products and get them on the way for themselves. Also, I just wanted to take this opportunity to really thank you guys for taking the time to do this, and also for doing the most important job in the world, and that's raising food for our communities and for our country. And I really do appreciate that. Also,
Pleasure.
thank you. I also want to take this opportunity. I know you guys have talked just about the really awesome community that you guys have, and how, like, part of this is raising the products for people that want to improve their health, improve their lives. For either of those categories, do you guys just have like a really cool story that you might want to, something that comes to mind that you might want to, a story that you might want to tell, either about your awesome community that has helped you in your operation, or about someone whose lives have changed from purchasing and getting to consume your products?
Not personal stories, but I truly believe that multiple stories have, the feedback that we receive is, once you eat grass-fed, grass-finished, all-natural beef, there's really no other option. You go to restaurants, you go to your neighbors, and it's just not the same. And so I truly believe that there is a definite difference and a definite health aspect to those, to what's going into the meat. So when they say you are what you eat, you're also eating what the cattle are eating as well.
Is there anything else that you guys want to get out before we get off?
I guess so. With not only being AGA certified, we're Western Sustainability Exchange certified, and that's a program here in Montana that we're very proud to be a part of. And I just like to mention them. They really support a lot of the methods and regenerative practices that we try to do and maintain on the ranch, whether it's improving our soil or improving our grazing plans or practices. They've really been behind us all the way, and we'd like to thank them. And just that this isn't just a 1 or 2 person outfit. We have several people that are a part of this, and employees on the ranch and employees of the corporation that really back us. We have some harebrained ideas, and they put a lot of trust in the way we operate, and we're able to provide a good product at a reasonable price. And we're very proud of that, a good high quality product.
What do you think that the folks that work at Mulvey Gulch would have to say about Mulvey Gulch?
This morning, they'd say it's pretty cold out. We've been blessed to have some really good employees. We got several guys that have been with us for many years, and we rely on their knowledge and experience. We also have some young guys that are working for us that bring to the table some creativity and energy. And I think that they would say that they're happy to be a part of this, happy to be a part of something that's not monotonous and is willing to change and try new things, and to stand up for something that they believe in and a product that they believe in.
Absolutely. It's such a critical time on our planet, right? For the environment, for the climate, for just us, right? Our existence, essentially. And what you guys are doing bringing food to the table in a way that is respecting the planet, is respecting the animals, is respecting rural communities. That's incredible, you know, because there's so many reasons and ways to do it easier, cheaper, whatever, but you guys have chosen to do things the right way. And I think that speaks volumes about the type of people that you are, really.